Hey guys, today I'm gonna be cooking supper for my fiance. He's coming home from work, but I'm gonna season up the chicken and put it in the fridge for a few hours until I'm ready to actually pop it in the oven so that it'll take in all the nice spices and things like that. I like to do it that way. So I've got some drumsticks in a bowl here, and I'm going to add my Maggie's seasoning. I'll show you. So we keep a lot of our spices in here and like our gravies and stuff like that. As you can see, I put some elastic bands around them to keep them together. So I'm looking for the Maggie's So juicy. So we've got a few of them. This one here is mixed herbs. I don't know how good you're seeing this, but let me just see. There. So this one is mixed herbs. Then we've actually got two of these. We only need one packet because it's more than enough seasoning in there. This one is garlic. And then we've got the roast chicken. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do the mixed herbs today. So it comes with a bag, but my fiance doesn't like to cook anything in a bag. So what we do now is we mix it up in with the chicken, like sprinkle it on, mix it, and even cook it on the stove if you want. But we put that in the oven. Or even if you want to use like a baking dish or something, you can do that as well. So yeah, I think I might use one of the baking dishes. I like to put a lid over it though too. But I guess I could put some foil paper on top. We'll see, because it's about 11 or 12 drumsticks. So I will need a big one. So I'll see what I have. So I've decided on the mixed herbs, and I really love using this because it's so easy to make. You just rub it up on the chicken and pop it in the oven and bake it. And it's good for like people who don't have a lot of time. Like I don't like to be cooking in the kitchen for hours, so this works fine for me. We're probably gonna have it with some boiled carrots. We're gonna do it on the stove, and some rice, and I'm gonna add some potatoes to this while it's baking in there. But I will cut up the potatoes when I'm ready to bake it. So I'm gonna cut this and add it to the chicken, or it says here. So this is the little bag that they put on top that you can use to cook, and you can actually do a whole chicken with this. I was going to do the whole chicken, but I changed my mind because my fiance is going to cook a turkey when he's home these days off, because we have two of them in the freezer and we need to cook them up because we don't want things to go bad. We don't throw out food in this house. So I'm just going to cut into this. And I still didn't cut it far enough. And on the back they give you directions on how to use it and stuff like that, but we're not going to use the bag, so I am just going to... Oh, I can't believe I can't get this thing open yet. So hard to get the bag, this packaging. Okay, so this is what the mix looks like. I call it a marinade. So I'm gonna add some of it in there, and once I transfer it to whatever baking dish I'm using, then I'm gonna add the rest of it with a little bit of water so that you have enough gravy in there. So just a little bit for now. I'm gonna just sprinkle it. Let's see how much I got left here. There. And just leave a little bit in there for later. I'm just gonna set that down, and then I'm gonna mix that up. I like to use a spoon spoon for this because I don't like to use my hands. I will always wash my hands before I start cooking anything, but I don't like to put my hands in there because, and also I'm using the camera, so I don't want to have to hold it with dirty hands or wet hands or whatever. So you're gonna mix this up really nice. Make sure you get enough on each drumstick. Ooh, that smells good already, and it's not even cooked yet. Okay, so that is mixed in, and now I'm gonna add some plastic wrap on the top and then pop it in the fridge for a few hours. There we go. So now I'm gonna pop this in the oven for a few hours until I'm ready to put it in the oven, and then I will keep showing you what it looks like. I've also gonna have to cut up potatoes and stuff like that. Okay guys, well, stay tuned and you will see the other half of this video in a few hours. See you soon. Hey guys, so my chicken has been in the fridge for about 3 or 4 hours. So I just took it out, and I'm gonna put it into this pan that I've prepared for it. I'm just gonna use my tongs and take them out of this bowl that it was in. And then I've cut up some potatoes to go with that. And I'm in the process of cutting up some carrots as well as our vegetable, because we like to have vegetables with our meals. Okay, so they're all in there. And I'm gonna add the potatoes and just try and see if I can fit them in between the drumsticks. If not, they will be okay to cook on top of them anyways. So I've cut up about 10 potatoes into quarters. We decided not to have rice with this because my fiance says that rice, you gain a lot of weight when you eat too much rice. But I love my rice because it's my culture and we eat a lot of rice, so you know, I'm used to that. But I mean, if he doesn't want to, then that's fine. I cook rice for me. If I do have to cook a meal when he's not around, I do cook rice for myself because, like I said, I'm used to eating the rice, so I like it. And I know you gain weight, but you gain weight from a lot of other things too. I mean, potatoes, you can gain weight from eating too much as well. So, you know, if you just bother with all this stuff, you wouldn't eat anything. That's my whole take. I mean, if you're gonna be exercising or keeping yourself active, it shouldn't be such a big problem. And I'm an active person because I do a lot of standing and walking and stuff like that, because I go walking every day, and then when I'm home cleaning, I'm standing on my feet. So my life, I stand a lot. And then when I was working, I used to stand lots. I hope I'll be able to close the lid on this thing because I'm gonna cover it and cook it. So Okay. Okay, so I've put it all into the pan, and on this cutting board I've got some, I don't know if you can see it, some garlic, some peppers, some hot peppers, green and red chili, and green onions. So I'm gonna add that. I'll just put it on top. I'll just sprinkle it on the top. Sprinkle it everywhere. Because I like to cook with green onions. And then the garlic, I've cut it up really small because I want it to cook. And the chilies, I'm just gonna put anywhere, because as it boils down it'll cook and get smaller. Then I'm gonna add the rest of this seasoning mix to it. I hate when my oven does that. It's like scary. There's a lot of mixture left in here yet. Okay, so it's ready to go in the oven, and I'm gonna add a couple bay leaves because I like to cook with these bay leaves. And top, and then once it starts cooking I can go in and, like, you know, try to turn it a little bit and stuff to make sure that everything is cooking and things like that. And I'm gonna start cutting up some more of my carrots. I'm gonna cut up quite a few because my fiance has to take some to work, some meals. And he's gonna be a bit late today because he's gonna stop in town on the way home to pick up my vacuum cleaner that he ordered, and so I'm pretty excited about having that new vacuum cleaner because it's supposed to be a really good one, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I am going to put the lid on this, and once the oven is heated up, I will put it in there and let it do its thing. Okay, well, I'll be back to show you what it looks like, so please stay tuned. Hey guys, so it's ready. This is what it looks like. And then I've got some carrots to go with that too. See, I'm getting my plate ready. Okay, well, thanks for watching. See you soon.